Hello, I'm Vivian, and I just wanted to share my crockpot collection. This is just for potpourri, which I think I'll go ahead and use. Got it at auction. A small one for dips, but really, that's a single person dip around our house. These are better for dips and side dishes. And they all get used, believe it or not. They all get used. In fact, one's in use right now. And then that one there is removable, and it's the same size as that one that's not removable. I don't like, it's harder to clean those. This is an older one, glass top. Got that at auction too, I'm pretty sure. Definitely got this at auction. It's a little bit bigger. And sometimes, I think these are actually the same size, but like you can put a whole chicken, not cut up, and cook it in that. Sadly though, this one is cracked. And I tried to do some sealing, tried some different methods. But what works is just putting one of those, I'll show you. Let me get it. With this one, I always use a liner, slow cooker liners, and that's taking care of that. That in the back is probably my oldest one. And it's a slow cooker. It's Hamilton Beach instead of Rival. And that one has gone to the church many a times with curries, potato recipes, Asian stuff lately. And that one's been through a lot. Its lid is definitely seen better days, but I've got something to replace that. And all the feet have come off at one time or another. In fact, this was a replacement. Hamilton Beach was great. The one I had originally, the handles just broke apart. I mean, they just broke apart. It wasn't through damage or abuse or anything like that. It just, they cracked. And I guess they knew, because when I called them up, they sent me a whole new, this base. They sent this in. But I saved on shipping. So that one still gets a lot of use. And this one, like if I want to do a casserole lasagna, this one locks in. You're not supposed to have it locked while you're using it. But that one's good, like an enchilada or something along that line. And that's an actual crock pot. And this is the crock pot I got, my latest one that I got from the auction that came with that black cover. And I need to go ahead and use the fat separator, gravy separator, and it's a bone broth, and put that in the freezer today. But that one's in use. There's always one in use, it seems like. I'm definitely going to use the potpourri one and try that one. Hadn't used it yet, this would be a first time. And just put some orange peels and some cloves into the water. You don't have to go out and buy fancy stuff. You probably already have it in your kitchen. But this is my slow cooker collection. And I use them. I love every single one of them. They get used a lot, except for maybe this one. You may have seen it in my rendering small batches of fat for making lard or tallow. This is excellent. It doesn't have any settings. It's either on or plugged in on or unplugged off. And then that one is an on-off switch on there, whereas the rest of them, the rest all have a low or high setting, and some even have a warm setting on them. This one has a warm setting. The one back there has a warm setting. This one doesn't. But And I have another crock pot that I have not used in years. I need to give it away because it's a digital, and you have to program it for high or low, warm, and then you have to program, you have the option of like 4 or 6 or 8 hours, and that's it. And it's not like you can program it to do 5. So I prefer these, and I can probably just gift that to somebody because it's still at the other place, and I have no desire to move it over here. And that's the only one that has not been used. The rest of these get used no more than every 3 months. Thanksgiving, I use a bunch of crock pots now. Instead of having warmer plates and nice casseroles, I put them on a buffet and they're plugged in. This normally gets stuffing, dressing. But I'm real excited about this. I love using crock pots. I try to do it for whatever I can think of, and especially when this time of year during the winter, put it in the morning, forget about it, do it later. But now it's just me and my husband, so it's not a big deal. I'm getting better with meal planning. What do you think? Too many? How many do you have? Be a blessing and be blessed.